Hey y'all, it's CherokeeStarfish. Welcome back for another episode of The Dame Was Loaded. And we've been making pretty good progress, or at least progress. I don't know if we could call it all good. We've been getting through the game, but at the same time, if you were here last time, you may remember the sudden and shocking death of our partner Ralph. Someone was trying to gun us down in the alleyway out back, and because he put on the wrong hat, they got him instead. So, I guess better Ralph than us, but at the same time, dang. And
4 days to find the diamonds.
and as Scott just said, yeah, we've received a ransom note telling us that we only have 4 days to find the diamonds. So, we've got a lot of work to do, unfortunately. First things first, I guess. We want to check around Ralph's area and see if there's anything we might have missed that's changed since he was here, or that we now have access to that we didn't beforehand.
Ralph's notices. Only of importance to Ralph. It's locked. Ralph's notices.
Okay, well, it's locked, is it? Well, the only thing we have left of Ralph, which I was just looking at a moment ago, reviewing our inventory, are Ralph's keys. So, maybe... Hey, there we go.
Ralph's not here to stop me. I wish he was.
Oh man, so we can do a little research here. Check it out. Oh.
Ralph's not here.
Oh, okay, we were relocking it. Okay. A to G arrests stuff. Alright. It looks almost like the morgue at the newspaper.
I haven't seen today's paper yet.
Fair enough. Okay, so we can do this then. Looks like.
Let's see. Nothing in our files. There will be after I finish this case. Let's see. Angela Donald was a torch singer at the Sweet Dreams nightclub. The club was burned down on June 15th. Angela saw an unfamiliar red-headed man leaving the club that night via the back door. She became a prime witness. She hired me to watch over her. On the night of June 18th, I was walking with her back to the office. A green sedan with 2 men inside pulled up alongside us. Shots were fired. Angela was hit. She died on the way to hospital. The car was never found. I might have saved her, but I went to draw my gun instead of pushing her clear.
Wow. So now we understand even more about like why he beats himself up over Angela's demise. Dang, a green sedan though. Why does that sound familiar? Wait a minute. So last time when Frankie was kidnapped and we went back to her desk at the newspaper and talked to the copy boy in the morgue, he mentioned that she had gone with a couple of guys to get some fresh mountain air, right? And that they left in a green sedan. Oh. So, assuming that that's Smart Charlie and Dumb Charlie, sounds like those two, which are Big Joel's henchmen, may have been the ones who gunned Angela down as well. So that's how these cases are tied together. Okay, so some of this might be coincidence. The fact that Louise and Angela are half-sisters, although I doubt that. That's not the kind of drama that I think is meaningless. But rather, like... Yeah, exactly. Like, Big Joel is the at the center of all of this. He's what's putting this all together.
Let's see. Nothing in our files.
It's going to take me all the way out like that every time.
Let's see. Nothing.
Huh. And I'm wondering, too, said she saw an unfamiliar red-headed man leaving the club that night before the fire started. I don't know for sure because all of these photos are black and white that we have of people like Freddie Creole and stuff, but we know one person who is a redhead, and that is Red. And he's the guy who went missing first from the poker table. Mickey and Gigi said that, 1 in 3 criminals in the city work for Big Joel, and then looked meaningfully at his chair, and he's not been seen since. He'd kind of been on pins and needles, and then Mickey came to us and told us that Red and Gigi had both been nervous ever since we started nosing around this case. Huh, so I wonder if maybe Red is the one who set the fire. I know that's a bit of a leap, but I'll keep that in my back pocket for later.
Let's see. Nothing.
Okay.
Let's see. Nothing.
All right, fine.
Let's see. Nothing.
Really? Well, what good is this filing cabinet? Goodness sakes.
Let's see. Nothing. Let's see. Nothing.
Okay, well, that's fair. I mean, Thumbs Mackenzie at least. Whoop. Oh. Won't let me go down to this corner of the thing. Okay, so I guess that's it. Huh. Alright, fine. Makes sense that some of these people like Thumbs would not be in there because, of course, this case is new. Well... Okay, well, first things first.
Someone's been through my desk. There's some stuff missing.
Oh, yeah, because this is a storage container, too. Now, there was actually nothing in there, but that's part of where anything that we had left over from Disc 1 that we didn't need for Disc 2 was taken from us when we got knocked out and kidnapped, because the office got rifled through as well. Ralph told us that before he got shot. So, I am going to, because we're close to our limit on inventory here, I mean, some of this stuff, like the raid roster, we will hopefully not need. I mean, we're going to get rid of that, and then we won't need some of this other stuff right away. Ralph's keys, I can't imagine, although, of course, every time I say that, the game surprises me, because that's the nature of point-and-click adventure games, that we will need his keys for anything outside the office. They seem to just be for locking and unlocking that filing cabinet, at least for right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to store them here at the office, and then if we need them, we will have them. Likewise... Frankie's notepad.
Frankie's notepad.
Okay, so we got that one message about, like, her notes on this case, and then nothing else. I'm gonna leave it behind for now, too. I know that that's riskier just because we could need it, but based on what was written on it, I don't foresee us needing it again right away. I hate to put down the fountain pen because we still don't know what it's for. I'm wondering, because now that Frankie's gone, there are 3 different colored bottles of ink on her desk. I've been thinking about that. And I feel like maybe the fountain pen is, like, we could use it there to write something, and the implication, if that is actually what we're supposed to do, then it would be in the nature of the puzzle that probably we would have to use the correct color of ink, and that's why the fountain pen in and of itself is not exactly useful. We have to have it to, like, use the, like, blue ink specifically or red ink specifically or whatever. but I don't know that. We don't have anything pointing us in that direction. It's just something that occurred to me, something to think about. I don't want to put those photos away. And then we also, like, I don't think we're going to need the dress again. The tuxedo, on the other hand, I feel like, I mentioned this last time, we're going to need evening wear to get into the club, is my guess.
Evening wear is for the evening.
Yeah, see, so I'm guessing because it's a nightclub specifically, it will only be open at night like Jake's Joint has been. So we'll need that. The rest of this, I'm not sure, but we have 5 spaces, and the next thing that I want to do is probably go to max. It is 9. Is it 9 at night? No. Okay, it is 9 in the morning. So we'd better get started then. So quite a bit has happened. As you can see, we've collected a lot of places to go to around the city, including the Blue Angel nightclub, which I want to try and go to that maybe later this evening. I felt like last time we should not be going to Big Joel's mansion. We're not ready yet. We don't have everything that we need, and that feels obvious. The Blue Angel nightclub seems like the next place we probably should go, that the game is kind of pointing us toward. But we can't go there until the evening, so that means we need to do something else in the morning. So, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start with our usual route and see what kind of information we can get, what kind of clues we can pick up that makes me feel better about going to the Blue Angel. Because I also felt like last time that we didn't have quite enough clues, that maybe we weren't quite ready yet. So maybe this will fill in the missing gaps. So, first things first, to Max.
Back at Max. Howdy, Mac.
Hey, Scott.
August 3. Morning edition. Private investigator shot dead in alley. Tell me something I don't know. Something that'll wash this sour taste of grief out of my mouth.
Man. Well, but at least that means that we can talk about it with people, I guess, if we need to, right? Let's get a shave.
Towel time. You don't know how lucky you are having normal facial hair. I used to go through a razor a day on that Freddie Creel guy.
Oh, wow. He's never said that before. So he used to shave Freddie Creel? Huh.
Do you believe it?
By this point, I'd be more surprised if it didn't rain.
Lady fair in the 6. Got it. I'll keep taking your money for as long as you keep giving it to me.
See if he says anything else.
Finish. Have a nice day, Scott.
We haven't tried talking to him for a while since he volunteered some information about Freddie Creel, who he no longer seems of direct relevance to the case. I guess we know as much about him as we need to, or at least for now, he's not important. But Mac doesn't usually give stuff like that away, so I want to ask him about at least something.
Tell me about Ralph Spencer.
I'm real sorry. Ralph was a good friend to a lot of people.
Any ideas who did it, Mac?
None, Scott. That's the truth.
Man. Okay, and because he is in the news, that also was the same thing as if we had asked about Ralph. Yeah, we want to give him that as well before we leave. That's another reason I wanted to come here, is to make sure that we do give him that. Because we have time before the raid is scheduled, but there's no reason not to give it to him now. Why hold on to it? That doesn't seem to be... I can't figure, why. So, I'm I'm going to give him the raid roster before I ask him any other questions because I don't want him to throw us out. So I'm going to hope that this is kind of like giving a donut to Denton, where maybe it will sweeten the deal a little bit, and then we can ask him about maybe Big Joel and get a clue.
The police are planning a group booking here. No shaving involved. These are the details. You might want to do a bit of cleaning, but you didn't hear it from me.
Thanks, stranger.
Thanks, stranger.
Tell me about Joel Jones.
Scott, I've asked you not to use me for your inquiries.
Okay. Alright, well, if that's the case, then I'm just going to go ahead and let lie, because he's not going to... He's been really closed-mouthed. I was hoping he would say something else, but...
Mac is always worth a nickel. Most mornings my hands shake too much to hold a razor.
Okay, well, that wasn't a dead end, because if nothing else, we needed to drop off the raid roster, but... Alright, let's grab a donut for Officer Denton.
Back at Meg's.
Donuts and
Donuts
coffee?
and coffee, thanks.
The usual, please, Meg. I live for his quotes about her coffee.
Meg's Coffee, the universal solvent. I'm full. I'll save this for later.
He's got some pretty good ones, so... There we go. Let's pay and get out. Oh, that reminds me. We do need to be watching our wallet. Okay, we have $99.60. We still owe the landlord $100, and I'm assuming that's going to come up at some point. So, I don't know where we're going to get any more money because we can't play poker now. They wouldn't play without red there. And we couldn't save anything because we got robbed between Disc 1 and Disc 2, of course. We'll see. Maybe we'll get some more money somewhere else.
Back at the police station.
How you holding up?
I've been better.
Take it easy, Anger. I mean that.
We sent a car around to that warehouse. Nothing in it but a bunch of empty crates. The alarm was broken, like you said. I believe you, but the rest of the boys don't. I'm sorry, Anger.
Yeah, because we did ask him to go and take a look at the warehouse where we were held when we were kidnapped. So, I see an evidence box over here. Huh. Okay, so... This is going to be another quick time event, I'm sure. So let me give him the donut. When he goes to get a refill, we're going to see what's in that box. We haven't done much, so this way if I screw it up, I don't have a whole lot to go back through.
Thanks. I better get a refill.
Okay.
Evidence like this would be missed. Denton would take it out of my hide. Police report on the fire at 1944 Tannery Road tenement building. 6 men dead. The insurance company suspects arson and has refused payout to the owner, Joel Jones. There's a note that Joel Jones owns several other properties. A red-haired man was reported at the scene by fire crews. He was enjoying the blaze.
Ooh.
The book of matches was found in the cellar. Mickey Murphy was among the dead.
Oh, no.
He told me to watch my back, but didn't watch his own. I'll miss you, Mickey. A
Oh,
piece of charcoal shouldn't be missed.
hey. Okay. Okay, so... Okay, so the Sweet Dreams Club. That's the club that Angela sang at that burned down. And a red-haired man left the scene of that crime as well. So 2 arsons connected to the same red-haired man, and the second one is using matches from the scene of the first one. And now Mickey's dead too, man. We're running out of friends. Whew.
Charcoal. Debris from burned wood.
Okay, well, I'm sure we'll need that for something or we wouldn't have been able to pick it up. Okay. Asked him about Gigi, Big Joel, Thumbs, and he has nothing new to say about those, but he does have new things to say about Ralph, of course, and some of this other stuff. Let's start with Ralph, and then maybe see what he has to say.
Tell me about Ralph Spencer.
Sorry about Ralph. There's a full investigation going on. I know you won't do anything stupid. Revenge is just another kind of murder, Anger.
Angela and Ralph were both shot in the alley behind my office. There may be a link to the diamonds. Help me out.
Okay, Anger. Anything to find that ice, but let me know what you learn. Don't go running off half-baked.
What have you got on the killing of Angela Donald?
I'll get it.
Oh, he's going away again. Well, so we didn't have to give him a donut at all then, I guess. Wonder if there's anything over
It's
here.
an application for promotion for Officer Denton.
Ooh.
Signed by Denton himself.
Well, he deserves a promotion as far as I can tell, but I wonder if that's just a second chance for us to get in there and get in that box, because I don't see anything else to do. Well, okay, well, I guess that's good then. It just means we can sit here and wait. Okay, so we could have saved a trip to Meg's is what that was, I'm
Here
assuming.
you go.
She was killed outside the office of Spencer and Anger Investigations. Scott Anger was a witness. He reported that a green sedan pulled up alongside and shots were fired. Donald was shot in the throat. She was dead on arrival. 3 .44 caliber rounds were found embedded in the wall of the building behind Donald. A cop on the beat saw a woman running from the area shortly after the shooting. She wore a silver fox fur and large hat.
What?
Police were unable to trace her. She was killed outside the office of Spencer and Anger.
Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, now wait a minute. Now this is news. A woman in a silver fox fur and a large hat. Do you remember when we went back to Louise's apartment and it had been ransacked and we looked through her bedroom and for some reason we could click on a silver fox fur and a big hat, and I couldn't figure out why or how those details were going to be useful, but I knew they would come back up. Well, so now we have a cop, a witness, who puts her at the scene of Angela's murder. Yeah, that sounds too familiar. Okay, so things are tightening up, but at the same time there's still like new holes appearing, even as the tapestry draws together. Oh, man. Well, what else can we ask him about? This is a lot. Oh, Mickey's on here now. We should ask him about Mickey.
Tell me about Mickey Murphy.
The window at street level is broken. The cellar's choked with metal shards from gasoline cans, soot, and rubble. A crude gasoline bomb started the fire and killed 6 men.
Including Mickey Murphy.
Yeah. Moving Mickey. He wasn't such a bad guy. He used to apologize every time we arrested him.
Oh, man. Well, he will be missed too. Almost as much as Ralph. Or maybe more. He was actually more hopeful. Sorry, Ralph. Oh, man. Okay, we only have 3 more things we can ask him about. Let me ask him about Randall Hanna, because we need, like I said, we need more clues about the red-headed guy. He's the only redhead we know for sure.
Tell me about Red Randall Hanna.
There's a lot of lowlife around. I don't remember anything on that particular specimen.
Okay, well, we can ask him about First National and Francine. Let's ask him about Frankie.
Tell me about Frankie Henderson.
I can tell you that she ain't been pestering me lately. Why are you asking about her?
No reason.
Okay. So her being gone is being felt.
What do you know about the First National Diamonds?
Do a guy one favor, and he figures he owns you. Don't wear it out, Anger.
Okay, fair enough. Well, nothing left here
Stay out
then.
of trouble.
Okay, so new clues are mounting, but old mysteries remain. Well, on to the newspaper, I guess? Because now that we have Mickey as a conversation
Back
topic,
at the Tribune. I guess I have my own desk now. Frankie's desk. I wish she was back.
yeah, for sure. But now that Mickey's a conversation topic, we know that the building that burned down was owned by Big Joel. We have some other clues. Maybe that means that we can do something else here at the morgue.
Copy boy.
Yep. What do you want?
See?
What have you got on Mickey Murphy? Six dead in tenement fire. Seems 6 people were killed in a fire on the night of August 4, including a guy called Mickey Murphy. Fire started in the basement. There are suspicious circumstances. Police are investigating.
Okay, let's see if they have anything else on Ralph,
Copy
maybe.
boy.
Yep. What do you want?
What have you got on Ralph Spencer?
Nothing.
Well, that is today's news, so I just needed a nothing to cheer me up.
Copy boy.
Yep. What do you want?
Okay, we can ask about Red again. Let's
What
see
have
if
you
he
got
has
on
anything.
Randall Hanna?
Nothing.
And nobody knows anything about this guy.
Bottles of ink. Glue.
I want to test this theory since we're here anyway. Aha. Aha. Okay. And there's space between them, so they are separate items as well, I'm guessing. So like the blue ink, the red ink, and the green ink, we can use for different stuff.
Red ink. I'm ready to start debiting.
Can't write anything here. Okay, so we can change the color. But we need something to write on, and I don't know what that would be. What time is it? Only 1 o'clock. Okay, so places like Jake's Joint seem to open around 6-ish. Because other places kind of close at 5. So that means that at around 5 or 6, we want to go probably back to our office. So we can try the bank, maybe. But also, I don't know. I'm looking at our inventory here and trying to kind of piece together if there's anything else that we can use, anything else that maybe we can leave behind that we don't need. Feel free to give me your theories. Absolutely. I'm kind of... because... So I do have to give this game credit. Even though some of the puzzles are kind of obtuse and the game does not always give you enough information to point you in what I feel is the right direction, once you have a direction to go, the puzzles usually make sense, and the way that you use the items makes sense. Like I was really tickled when we found out how to use the tire iron to fish out that pencil. Now, there are exceptions, like using the cutlery from Meg's Diner to fix the forklift. There was no reasonable way we could have known that. The game did nothing to help us figure that out. That was a complete surprise. So, I feel like I'm at that stage where either in order to progress or to avoid missing things, it's like I just have to start grabbing stuff and clicking on other items, or like using the fountain pen and just on stuff. Like maybe we need to use this on her notepad back in the office or something, perhaps. Well, we can try that when we get there, because we are going to be going back. The needle and thread. I have a suspicion that I might know what that is for, but I am by no means certain about it yet. But I think it may have something to do with the tuxedo, because you remember when we stole the tuxedo from Brewer's office, he said it looked like it needed to go to the launderers, or like that it needed repair work or something, it hadn't been taken care of. So now what I remember looking at was, I thought that he showed us like a stain or a rub mark or something along those lines, but I'm not sure. So I'm wondering if maybe the needle and thread we took from Louise's bedroom can be used on the tuxedo. And I want to try that before we put it on and go to the club tonight. That's my theory there, because he did specifically look at something wrong with the tuxedo when we pulled it out. He commented on it, and then that has never been fixed. Now, there is the Red Dragon Laundry here in town, but the tuxedo is not there. We have it. So I guess we could maybe take it there. Like if it did need to be cleaned rather than sewn up, perhaps we could take it to the Red Dragon, but then it would almost certainly have to be there overnight, and that would mean we wouldn't get to use it till the next day. So we will see. Anything else in her desk drawer?
Frankie's makeup. I remember the scent of her perfume and the taste of her lipstick.
Okay, so we cannot use this again, so I'm guessing that the makeup we put on is either it did its job and is no longer necessary, or it's still working or something. I'm not sure what to do with the glue.
Glue.
I don't know, like, what we have to glue to anything else. Needle and thread, fountain pen, charcoal, the gun, the hair, the whiskey. We don't have to glue the hair to something, do we? That would be, like, gross and silly. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, wait a minute. I've got another theory. Okay, so several times during this series, I have joked about the puzzles being obtuse. Like I just said a moment ago, I have mentioned and complained about the puzzles being, like, either non-intuitive or the game's just not really doing a great job of sending you places and putting you on the right track. And at least once or twice, I think that I compared it to... I said, at least it hasn't gone like full Gabriel Knight 3 yet. So... the reason that I use that comparison is because in the world of point-and-click adventure games, Gabriel Knight 3 Sins of the Fathers, Yeah, see, you see it. And for those of you who are not familiar, Gabriel Knight 3 is famous for the single most counterintuitive, poorly written, badly thought out, and like worst executed puzzle in probably all of gaming. And in fact, it killed the franchise. Like, people hated that game so much, which is not Roberta Williams' fault. Not really, as far as I know. Like, I think that it was the fault of some executive, somebody else, or something. But yeah, so if you've never heard of the cat hair mustache, I'm gonna let you look that up and experience it for yourself, because I have not played Gabriel Knight 3 here on the channel yet, so you've not gotten to witness it in its full glory. Maybe that's something I'll have to do at some point. Suffice to say, that thought and another one both occurred to me kind of simultaneously. The other one being, we are trying to get into this nightclub, right? Like, that's our next step. That's where we're going tonight. And thankfully, I don't have an invisible timer on me, of which I'm aware. You see me, I keep checking the watch to make sure that we're not wasting time, and it is still 1 p.m. So the game is not punishing me for talking my way through this, which is a fresh and interesting new treat. So we want to go to this nightclub. We have a tuxedo to wear. But they know who we are. They being the bad guys, right? Because they shot at Ralph. The guy in brown shot at Ralph because he was wearing Scott's hat. They know Scott wears a gray hat. Then there's Smart Charlie and Dumb Charlie, who actually physically kidnapped us, beat the crap out of us, locked us in a warehouse, and were going to come back and kill us. They know our face, and those are Big Joel's henchmen. So, between that and being connected to the Angela Donald case, which is also connected to Big Joel, it's like they have all of these arrows pointing at Scott. They know who he is, they know what he looks like on sight. And it's going to be on sight if we try to screw with Big Joel and he sees us coming. All of that to say, I'm betting that the game made us put makeup on to cover our bruises, because along with the tuxedo, we're gonna need a disguise to slip into the Blue Angel or into Big Joel's mansion. And I'm gonna find out right now if my suspicions are correct, if my gut instinct is correct, that the stranger hair that we stole from Mac's barbershop floor is a Gabriel Knight puzzle. Please do not GK me, game. Do not GK me. Is this gonna be a fake mustache? Oh my god, it's a fake mustache. Oh my god. I told you not to GK me, game. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god, it really is.
So long as I don't sneeze, it should stay there for a few hours.
Oh my god, for a few hours. That is, no, that's not how any of this works. And there's nothing else to do here. I've used Frankie's desk as my safe place. This is where I come to think about puzzles, because we don't have anything else to ask the copy boy about, and there's nothing else in her drawer. Oh, God. Is that like a known glue brand? Is that like the Elmers of Australia? Okay, I guess...
Any remaining evidence has been sifted by experts or destroyed by incompetence. I don't need to go there.
Right. Okay, so we either needed to go to the first national during disc 1 or and not during disc 2 and we missed our chance, or it was just never important. I think we did try during day 3 of disc 1 and they didn't want us to go. So okay, yeah, so it literally is it's Australian Elmer's glue. Fair enough. 115. Okay, well, we don't need to go to the bank. Don't have anywhere else to go. We don't need to go back to Louise's. We could maybe ask her a couple of new questions, because we could ask her about Ralph and maybe confront her about being there at Angela's murder, but I don't know what good it would do right now. And also, since we are currently wearing a fake mustache, people who know us are very likely to comment, meaning it's not safe for us to go anywhere else. So I'm just going to go back to the office. Oh my god, y'all.
Back at my office.
I am...
Someone took the Spencer out of Spencer and Anger.
Was that a comment on, like, they actually changed the letters on the door? Or is he just being sad that Ralph is dead? I think he's just sad. Okay, let me save down here. Help me remember which file this is. Well, here. Haha. There we go. Now I'll remember. Okay. Well, that freed up another inventory slot. Alright, let me get out Frankie's notepad and see if I can combine it. Nope, doesn't look like there's a way, because I don't have it, like, out in the world with me or whatever. Okay, well... Well, either way, we've got 6 slots. That's not too bad.
Evening wear is for the evening.
That's fair. Okay, let me try... Huh, okay, maybe that's not it then. Well... I guess I'm just going to wait until later then. And hope that everything with the tuxedo is a go. Because we have our tux, we have our makeup, we have our mustache. We are in a disguise. So I guess tonight we hit the club, y'all. I cannot express how happy I am to have been able to sit there and puzzle that out at Frankie's desk. But I likewise... cannot express how upset I am that actually is the solution.
Now I look just like Brewer.
Uh-huh. I want to try again in case, like, maybe because now we can put it on, so...
I don't think so.
Don't think so. Okay. Well,
Now I look just like Brewer.
If only we still had his, whatchamacallit. His, ID. Okay, well, I don't know what the needle and thread is for, then. Because we haven't found anything else that we need to sew up, really. Okay. Well, we'll keep it with us in case we need it for something else, because if it's not the tuxedo, then it has to be something else. All right. Let's go clubbing, y'all.
I know that address. That's where the Sweet Dreams nightclub used to be. Until it burned down.
Okay. Right, so that's our confirmation. I was thinking
I'm
somebody...
pretty tired.
I should have taken a nap. I was thinking...
The Blue Angel nightclub.
Someone mentioned they were in the
I
same
knew the
spot.
angel who used to sing here, back when it was the Sweet Dreams. That all went up in smoke. The sign on the front door says, opening soon. I'd expect some workers to be getting the place ready, but right now the joint is closed and quiet. I could break in, but maybe it's not as empty as it looks. I'd rather not give someone a legal entitlement to shoot me.
Okay. Well, it's not dark outside yet, as evidenced by, like, our car lights not being on. Maybe that's what it is it has to be dark? Okay, then here's what I'm going to do. Since he mentioned he was tired, I literally just saved it. What I'm going to do... Yeah, see, now it's dark.
The office is too...
Right, yeah, okay. I'm going to step over here. I am going to load it, and what we're going to do is instead of just waiting for like 5 hours, I'm going to take a nap. That way he won't be tired. Because I don't know what that does to the game or how it will affect things. And it may be that like he needs to be well rested in order to react to something like later on. If he's tired, then, you know,
It wasn't the noise that woke me. It was the silence. No one was lighting a cigarette. No one was snoring. No one was creaking back in his chair. No one was there. No one but me. When I woke up, the pillow was hairy. My mustache had worn off. I woke up with my face smeared across the sheets. My makeup had worn off.
Oh. Okay. Okay, so that's interesting to know too. So if we do sleep, we lose our mustache and our makeup. Okay. Well then, so we can't take a nap. Alright, well, fair enough. We know.
Evening wear.
That's what matters.
For the evening.
Right. So, we'll just have to do this tired. At least he's only a little tired, so.
Now I look just like Brewer.
Okay, let's head over there and we'll wait till it's dark. Then try it again.
I know that address.
And it is confirmed that it was built on the same
pretty
place as
tired.
Sweet Dreams. So I think
blue
someone
inside-
mentioned that earlier, but like now they've actually said it. Like clearly and confirmed. So. Boom. Instant transition. Let's try it again.
The front door was shut tight, but there was a light at the back door. I went in. An old friend was waiting for me just inside.
Oh, it's Dumb Charlie.
You here for band rehearsal?
Sure. Hope I'm not late.
Where's your instrument?
I'm a crooner.
Hey, don't I know you?
You must be thinking of my brother. He's in the circus.
Oh, yeah? I like the circus.
Sure you do. Which way to the rehearsal room?
That tux is dirty, mister. The boss will sack you if he sees that. You go home and change.
I finally get a penguin suit, and he says it's not clean enough. How clean is a penguin?
Okay. Huh. Alright, so it looks like we do need to launder the tuxedo. Okay, well... Alright, well, we know. Like I said, that means we're going to have to take it to the laundry. I wonder how long that takes. Oh, no. Darn it. Drat it.
The office.
How much time did that cost me? Should I just load it again? Why did that cost me half an hour? Okay, so I'm going to grab the tuxedo. Let's head to the laundry. And see if we can get it cleaned up maybe today. It'll probably take overnight, is my guess.
The Red Dragon Laundry.
Yeah, okay, we can give it to him. Man, I wish I had thought about this when we were here the first time picking up her dress.
Would you clean this for me?
1/4. Thank you.
Okay. Laundry ticket 16.
Laundry ticket 16. All kinds of clothing. I should give him a ticket first.
That's a tuxedo hanging there. Isn't it? Like, isn't that a suit? Wait a minute.
Laundry ticket 16.
Huh.
Back.
I'm wondering...
The office is too damn quiet. I can hardly stand to be here.
Frankie's dress had a ticket on it as well, didn't it? I wonder if we could... That number was written in red ink. I wonder if we could, like, change the number on the ticket or write a different number on there, like, in order to grab a suit so that we don't have to wait on this one?
The Red Dragon Laundry.
Maybe, because we don't need the dress anymore.
Would you clean this for me?
1/4. Thank you.
Nah, but, now, see, that's what I was thinking. 16 can't become a lot of different numbers. Aha. But if we give him the dress also, we get a separate ticket.
Laundry ticket 10.
And that could become other stuff. Okay, we cannot combine directly in the inventory, but I feel like we're onto something. Where would we go to do that? Just at our desk, I guess? Can we go back to the newspaper office? Well, that's where the ink is, right?
Back.
So can we... Oh, yes. Look here. Okay, and our clue, of course, being that this is Frankie's desk. Like, we found it in here, so... Yep, that's where we picked it up from. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Look there. Check it out.
I can change it to 16, 18, 19, or 20.
Okay. Well, we know we don't want 16 because that's the other one, right? Like, that's our ticket. What should we change it to? We This is just random chance because there's no telling what any of these numbers are going to be. So what do y'all think? 18, 19, or 20? Worst come to worst, we can like go down the list because now that we kind of know that this is a puzzle, we can try all three of them. I mean, we definitely can. We can pick one or the other, like start at one end and then just go through them all. So I guess the question is, do y'all want to start low or high? Because we have no idea what this is going to do. I'm hoping that I'm right, and maybe what we can do is we can trade for another clean suit. But we, like, inspecting those, we didn't get to see any numbers. So we have no way of knowing which of these is the right one. And we're only going to be able to change it once, so we absolutely will have to load it if we don't get it right. Now, thankfully, it's not that burdensome because we can just, you know, zoom through that part. But still. So, y'all want to start with 18 and see? Okay.
18 was a bellhop uniform. I'm not that desperate for tips.
Oh! Oh, wait a minute. So he did know? Like, he did see? Okay, we had no indication of that.
19. I think that was a maternity dress. I'm not expecting.
Okay, well, this is... Well, thank you, game. I appreciate that. I wish you had told me that Scott knew somehow. But I guess he just looked at the outfits hanging back behind the desk and remembers them.
20. That was a tuxedo.
Yes!
I don't need 2.
Oh, I don't need 2. Well,
I can change it to 16, 18, 19, or 20.
but we... No, that's exactly what I want.
Why forge a ticket when I have the original? 20. That was a tuxedo. I don't need 2.
Okay, so... Have we missed a step in this puzzle, then? Maybe it's because we gave them the tuxedo and have the ticket for one. So maybe if we just keep the dirty tuxedo, we can get the clean one? Let's try that. I'm going to go back to the office, I'm going to load it, and I'm not going to give them
Hey, Ralph,
the dirty tuxedo.
Oh, nuts.
Yeah, poor Scott. Okay, so now it should be hanging there, yeah.
Brewer's tuxedo. Brewer's tuxedo.
And that's all he says about it. Okay. And we still, I mean, I guess if it's clean, then it doesn't need to be sewn up. I was really hoping that that's what that was for.
I don't think so.
But, yeah. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I want to try something. Dang it. Doesn't matter what I grab, really. Okay. I was wondering if maybe hitting the escape key when we had an item on our cursor would, like, put it back in the inventory right away. It's like that would have made the entire game a lot easier, but unfortunately it's not the case. Okay, here you go.
Could you clean this for me?
1/4. Thank you.
Okay, there we go.
All kinds of clothing.
Okay, so he can see all of them. There's the bellhop uniform, the tuxedo. One of these is a maternity dress. Okay, back to the newspaper office real quick. Laundry ticket 10. Red ink already in our pen.
I can change.
Right.
20. That was a tuxedo. I don't need 2.
Oh, man. Well, nuts. Well, I'm I'm out of ideas, y'all. 'Cause we need to get that suit cleaned. But they won't let us take the clean suit because we already have the dirty one. So... I don't know what to do other than give it to the cleaners and wait a day. That's the only thing I know to do. I guess that's what we're going to have to do. I'm open to suggestions if any of y'all have a better idea. I don't want to belabor the point, you know, and drag this out. But I just can't think of a better idea than that. So... And if we do have to wait overnight, sleeping means that our mustache and makeup will wear off, but we cannot go to the club until in the evening anyway, which means we can come back here tomorrow afternoon before the club opens. We can presumably use her makeup again, we can swing by Max, we can grab some hair, and we can come back and make another mustache for ourselves before we go. So... but what I'm worried about is losing a whole day, because that does seem to be really important. You remember how close we were cutting it when we were on day 3 and we had most of the clues and still it just did not work out. And we had to go back and just zoom through everything and get all of those clues up through the 3rd day on the 2nd day in order to make the 3rd day happen correctly and progress on to disc 2 of the adventure. So... I'm worried that if we don't get into the club tonight, like, I don't know what that will cost us, but I don't know what else to do. I really don't. So... Okay,
Back.
if y'all don't have any better suggestions... then that's what I'm going to do. I think it's okay to load this save file and not have to go back and redo the entire day, because, as I said, we can just get more hair and go back to the news station or the newspaper office. So, drat it. Okay, I hate losing this time, but let's try it. Okay, let me grab the suit, put it on our inventory. I'm going to leave the dress. I feel like we have figured out what we're supposed to do with the dress. We turn it back in to get that ticket, and then we can change the number on the ticket. But that's a dead end. We don't need anything on there except for the tuxedo. So the only thing I can think of with regard to that puzzle is that we skipped a step, or like maybe we made a mistake by taking Brewer's tuxedo, and if we had not done that, we could just get this tuxedo over here now. So that's the only thing I can think of.
1/4. Thank you.
Okay. Well, back to the office then.
The office is too damn quiet.
Let's go ahead and put our hat back up on the rack. And
4 days to find the diamonds.
I'm also worried because today is the 3rd, right? If he's saying 4 days and then the 6th was the last one, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So the days that are crossed off are the ones that have already passed, and this is the current one. Isn't August the 4th when our rent is due? And we are 65 cents short. We're 65 cents short, and I don't know what to do about that because we haven't had the opportunity to acquire any more money since Louise gave us $100 to hire us. 100 is what we needed because we gave him $50 at the beginning of the game. And like I said before, we could not have saved any of the money that we had earned from Disc 1 from playing poker, even though I had a significant amount, more than we needed, because we got robbed. So unless there is some money hiding somewhere that I don't know about, I'm not sure what to do about that because the game has not given us any opportunity to acquire any additional cash. I'm open to suggestions on that too if y'all have an idea, but we haven't been able to like go anywhere and bet. We can't play poker because like Red was gone. So I don't know what else we're supposed to do about that. If he comes knocking and we don't have $100, presumably he's going to put us out on the street. And I don't know what that will do to the game. But there's also like, if there is no way to get more money in our current situation, then the only thing we could possibly have done differently was to literally know the future and give him more than $50 at the very beginning of the game. Because it is true that when we played the game right, we did not need all of the money that we started with. So we could have given him, like $75 instead of $50, and that would make up the difference now and leave us with a little bit of cash in our pocket. But there is no way we could have known that. The only way to know that would be by reading a walkthrough or having someone tell you. So I really don't know what else to do. We haven't spent a lot, but what we have spent, we kind of had to have spent. Like, the only money I can think of that maybe we could potentially save is I don't think we had to buy that donut for Officer Denton, because when we asked about Ralph, he left the room to go get Angela's case file. And we could have gone through the evidence box while he was gone, I think, and gotten those clues about Mickey and the piece of charcoal then, and saved the cost of the donut. But that would not be 65 cents because I think it's like 15 cents maybe, or 20 cents to eat there for the donuts and coffee. So like that would not put us at $100 because we also have, we also have to go to Max and get a shave. So, and even if we hadn't done that, we had 2 days, that would only be 10 cents that it would save us, so it still wouldn't. Yes, I don't know where else to get any money. I guess we could try Jake's, but when Red was gone, Mickey and Gigi wouldn't play poker, so even if Gigi was there now, with Mickey dead and Red still missing, I am certain that he's not going to play poker with us. So I guess I'm going to stop worrying about it and go to sleep.
Siesta time.
Because I don't know what else to do.
It wasn't the noise that woke me. When I woke up, the pillow was hairy.
Right.
I woke up.
Right. Okay. Alright, so it's 9 o'clock. I guess we could try and go to Jake's and just see if anyone is there. And the worst that happens is nothing. It can't hurt to look, and then we can come back and just go to
Jake's
sleep till
joint.
tomorrow.
Another night in the shadows. G.G. McPherson.
Oh, he is here.
Lone criminal.
Anger! Jesus, did you hear about Mickey?
Yes, I did. They pulled 6 bodies out of the rubble. His was the first. What do you know about it?
I don't think they were toasting marshmallows. I want out before I'm next.
Then why aren't you running?
Money. Me and the horses are on a losing streak. But I might sell you some very hot information for the right price.
Okay. And yeah, he's here playing solitaire. Very very relevant. Okay. Well, this is better than nothing.
Tell me about Ralph Spencer.
I'm through talking for free, Anger. Time is money. My time, your money.
Okay. Well, we're under $100 anyway. He said me and the horses are on a losing streak. Man, I wish that we could, like, give him the information about, like, what we've overheard on the phone at Max. Like, that could be relevant now, but I don't know what to do other than maybe just, like, give him, let's see, $2 was enough for the motel guy. Let's try.
I'll take that as a down payment. This juicy story will cost you $500.
It'll cost you a lot more if it's not worth it.
Oh, it's worth it, all right.
$500. Well, we definitely don't have that much. Jesus. I really do feel stuck. I felt like we were kind of on a roll, and now I feel stymied. Okay. Yeah, we do.
Back at my office.
But what would we do with it?
Hey, Ralph, what do you... Oh, nuts.
Do you think that maybe we should offer him the ring? We could potentially do that, I guess. What time is it? Maybe we could. Let's see. I don't know if it's worth 500. Yeah, but where would we pawn it? See, that's the problem. Like, it's not a bad idea, it's just, but where would we sell it?
Jake, the solitaire player. GG looks like a nervous rabbit. I might see if I can get him to jump.
Okay, no, we can't use that on him either. So, it's not legal here in Australia yet. Back in 1994. Okay, well,
Back.
don't know what else to do, so I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna load it to save that $5, and then we're just gonna sleep and see what happens. I have no better ideas at this time. Feel like figuring out the
When
puzzle.
I woke up,
Or sort of figuring out the puzzle with the laundry ticket, and the mustache that's tapped me. I'm out. I'm out skis. Out skis of idea skis.
siesta time.
Oh, boy. Okay, now, what time is it? 7 a.m. All right. It is the next day. Let's head out. Okay, first things first. Let's go and see if our laundry's
The
ready.
Red Dragon Laundry.
Okay. Oh, lol. Oh my god, that's my bad. When I loaded it, I forgot that that's before we take the tuxedo to the laundry. Okay. Let's hop over there real quick. We'll do that and then go back and sleep. Okay. Back to the office. He must be depressed because he's getting his hat on the floor a lot more often. And I wish there was a place
When
to
I woke up,
like pawn that ring off because I cannot think of anything better to do. I kind of wish we'd given it to Frankie now that she's gone.
I'm not tired.
Or missing, at least. You're not tired. Yes, you are.
I'm not.
I decide when you're tired, Scott. There we go, see? So much easier if you just cooperate. And it's 7 o'clock again. Okay, let's see if we can go pick up our laundry.
The
Yes.
laundry, cleaned and pressed.
Okay. Well, on to Max.
Back.
We'll grab some more hair.
August 4. Morning edition. Boy 7 dead in drain.
Aw.
Seems a kid was fished out of a storm water drain. He'd been missing for 2 days. Police are investigating reports of a man acting suspiciously near the drain.
Bye. We're just here for the hair.
The Tribune's open, but none of the journalists are there. The typesetters and cleaners can't help me.
Oh, is it too early? Okay, well, let's wait till 9 then. There we go. Okay, so they open at 9. Right, well...
This should hide my
Makeup.
bruises, as long as it stays dark. It looks better on Frankie.
Right. Mustache.
So long as I don't sneeze.
Okay, there's that. Now I guess we just wait. And actually, you know what? Maybe we should go back to Max and have him give us a shave.
You want me
really.
to shave that off or give it a saucer of milk?
Towel time.
Your mustache stuck to the towel. I'll give it a decent burial.
Okay. I thought that might happen because I was like, if Scott doesn't, he said he doesn't usually shave himself, you know, but we need to look presentable to go with the tuxedo. I probably should have gotten a shave, but So I figured it might come off, but I didn't expect that. Yeah, I'll just... Until we meet again at the Rainbow Bridge, fake mustache.
Mac is always worth a nickel.
He's definitely worth the nickel that time.
But
Okay. God. Your mustache stuck to the towel. I'll give it a decent burial. Okay. Alright. Okay, now we have to go back here and put the,
hey, Ralph, what do you...
we have to put the tuxedo in the closet in order to wear it. And then we will have to wait so that we can do that. And we cannot take a nap. Doodly 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 doo.
Now I look just like Brewer.
Okay. Let's head over
I
there.
know that address.
Let's see what happens this time. Wait a minute. There we go. let's hope.
The front door was shut tight.
You here for band rehearsal?
Hey, don't I know you?
You must be thinking of my brother. He's in the circus.
Oh, yeah? I like the circus.
Sure you do. Which way to the rehearsal room?
Go down that way and turn left.
Yep. Okay.
I went backstage and got lost as quickly as possible. My
Progress.
trouble would be blown the instant anyone heard me sing. If you can call it singing.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna assume we're on a time limit.
A treble clef.
Up there. Oh, what's that?
A burnt patch. They haven't finished painting over the scorch marks.
Ah, from the previous club. There's a janitor's closet. Ooh, what's in here?
Cleaning stuff. After I've dealt with Big Joel, I can wash my hands of the slime. These will keep my tux clean.
Oh, a janitor's uniform, I guess.
I'm ready to do some dirty work.
Hey, cool.
I'm not here to fight grime.
I don't see anything else other than in here. That looks like it says office.
About time. I don't pay you to stand around. And shave off that mustache. Looks like something crawled under your nose and died there.
Yes, Mr. Jones.
Get on with it. And clean up the bathroom. It's disgusting.
Yes, Mr. Jones.
Wow.
So, that was Big Joel Jones. You know a man has grown too successful when he doesn't recognize his own janitor.
Okay. Let's see. 3 pictures behind
Big
the
Joel
desk.
and Angela. When he was done with her, he threw her away. A mansion. Big Joel must get homesick when he's working nights. A mountain cabin called Pinewood.
Ooh.
It looks isolated. It's the place shown in the newspaper photograph minus the snow. It'll be easier to find now that I know what it's called.
Okay, I bet that's where they took Frankie. Okay.
It's not locked. Maybe he's careless. Maybe there's nothing in here worth caring about.
Well, let's find out. Let's see. We know Angela was connected to the club.
Let's see. There's nothing on Angela, but there's some stuff on the Sweet Dreams. It was losing money like they'd stopped printing the stuff. The only nights they got a decent take was when Angela was singing.
Okay, I want to see if he's got anything on, like, these other criminals. Like, Red supposedly works for him,
Let's
right?
see. Red Randall
Aha, finally.
There's a receipt here for services rendered. Consultancy work. June 15. I didn't know Red was a consultant. I think I'll keep this one.
Okay, absolutely. What about his friends here?
Let's see. G.G. McPherson. Nothing under McPherson. G for Gigi. Nothing. Wait. His real name is Ashley. No wonder he named himself after a horse. Nope. Nothing under A.
Mickey?
Let's see. Mickey Murphy. Zip. The only Mickeys here are the ones they'll be serving when the place opens.
Okay. What about thumbs down here?
Let's see. MacDonald, McGilwraith, McTavish. No, Mackenzie. It doesn't look like Thumbs was on the payroll.
Okay, he was part of that other gang. We knew that. Frankie, because he took her.
Let's see. Frankie rates a whole file. It's all the stories she's written in the Tribune about J. Jones, businessman. Some of them border on libel. Had a girl, Frankie. But I don't think the big man likes you. That might not have been wise.
Yeah, so that's why she was a target. What about Dan?
Let's see. Dan doesn't rate a mention.
Okay. Oh, what's on his desk?
If I steal anything, Big Joel will know the place is being done over. A notepad. The top page is being torn off. I wonder what was on it.
Oh. Hey, here's a clever idea. Could we use... We don't have a pencil anymore, but could we... Hey, look how smart I am. Yes! I saw this in a detective movie. Periwig. We know that name.
A notepad.
Okay, that's the whole thing.
A pipe stand. Enough pipes here to start a marching band.
Periwig. That came up in
a letter holder.
Max.
It contains invitations and thank yous.
One of Max's
Looks
calls.
like he's missed a popularity. Empty. I can tell by the echo. A pipe. That's why he sounds like he eats gravel. Hunting trophies. Big Joel is handy with a gun. I don't find that comforting.
For real. Okay, well...
Animal heads. I can think of a few people who'd rather have Joel's head up there instead.
Do we need to put the janitor's thing back?
A cupboard.
I guess not. Do we just...
I thought you were the singer.
I'm a singing janitor.
Oh.
Can we ask him about anything? Should we ask him about anything?
That little boy sure got a rough deal.
Yeah? I hadn't heard that.
Try cleaning your ears.
Okay. I'm afraid if we talk to him, it's going to blow our cover. Should we ask him anything, or should we just go? Do you think? Because I have an idea that because we know Periwig, right? Like I said, that's a name that we heard on one of Mac's phone calls. Maybe we can take that to Gigi because he said that he and the horses were on a losing streak. Maybe this is what he wants in exchange for that information. What do you think? So, yeah, he doesn't seem like he's going to have a lot of intelligent answers.
That's Big Joel's next insurance payout. I dropped the overalls in a bin. The work was okay, but the conditions were appalling.
Okay, so to Jake's joint then, and still don't see Pinewood, but it may be, we may have to go to like the morgue or something because we know the name of it, but we don't know the address.
Jake's joint. Another night in the shadows. G.G. McPherson.
Okay.
Lone criminal. Yes, I did. They pulled 6 bodies out of the rubble.
Right.
Then...
Okay. Let's see if we can give him this. Aha.
That race ran already. I need money, not old news.
Okay. So that's for an old race. Okay. Well, I thought that was I thought that was kind of a big brain clue. And now I don't know what to think. Of course, we wasted a day getting the tuxedo cleaned. Maybe if we could get to the club the night before and give it to him, like, maybe the race runs in the morning? And then it would be more useful or something, like maybe it's not that old. Because I thought Periwig 8th meant like it was on the 8th, like an upcoming race, but maybe it means 8th place. Okay, I really am kind of at a loss. Obviously, we need to do something here to get him to give us a clue, but we don't have $500. We don't have any way to get $500. If that racing tip is no good, so that puts us back kind of at square one, where if he needs the clue sooner, which I'm going to go ahead and for the sake of argument, I'm going to assume that that's the case here. That we need to get into the club sooner. We need to have gotten in last night in order to bring him this, because that's how it was on disc 1, is when we did everything faster, it worked better. So you've got to speed run this game, and you really have to snatch those clues up very quickly. So I don't know what else to do. The only thing I can think of is that maybe if we start the whole day completely over and we go give the tuxedo to the cleaners first thing in the morning, we might be able to pick it up later the same day, because they probably close at 4 or 5 o'clock like most daytime businesses. But if we can get over there at like 9:30 and then go back at like 4:30, then maybe we can get the tuxedo the same afternoon. The tuxedo really seems to be the key to all of this. That's my thought, because we have to have the tuxedo to make the disguise and get into the club, and we understand how to do that with the mustache and the makeup. So we see how all of that comes together now. The problem is the tuxedo needs to be cleaned, and we can't get it cleaned fast enough. There is another tuxedo available, but Scott is a dumbass, and he won't steal the clean one, because he already has a dirty one. I understand, because of the way the game is put together, and because it is a tuxedo and things like suits do take special cleaning, why we can't probably just clean it ourselves. Like, I get it, as a game conceit and also as a legitimate concern. I don't want to scrub a hole in it, or, leave a patch on there of cleaning powder, or, scrub it shiny or something, ruin the fabric. I get it. But because something is missing from the laundry puzzle, we have missed a step somewhere, we've missed a clue, we're not doing it fast enough or something, So the tuxedo is at the center of everything. We have either got to find a way to get rid of Brewer's tuxedo, so that Scott will take the other tuxedo, like he'll steal the clean one. Or we have to get Brewer's tuxedo cleaned faster. That might have just given me an idea.
I need some cash.
Right, GG. I don't care.
I think Brewer's office has been emptied of clues. Plus, it's not a healthy place for me to be seen around.
Okay, but is that... That doesn't sound like a time thing. That sounds like a we're not going to be going back there thing. I thought for just a second I had another galaxy brain, like, epiphany. I was thinking we got Brewer's tuxedo out of that closet. If we put it back in that closet, then we wouldn't have it anymore. And then maybe Scott would take the other clean tuxedo and we could get into the club one night sooner. I may still be on to something, though, because he has the tuxedo in his inventory, right? And that's why he will not, like, if it's in the closet, or if it's in his inventory, then he won't take the other one. But what if it's not? What if we put it in storage, and then he doesn't have it anymore? Will the game still recognize that he's got the tuxedo?
Western gunfighters like to die on their feet. Sitting down is more comfortable. My hat was off, but I still had my boots on.
What in the world? What just happened? Okay. Okay, so we've discovered something else, which is that if we don't move fast enough here, then much like on the end of day 3 on disc 1, we're gonna get got, or like the investigation's over. Yeah, so apparently we've got to get into that club and get at what we have to have Gigi's clue, whatever that clue is. That's the way forward, because that's the only other path that is available to us. Okay, so we know what that path is. We've got to get that clean tuxedo. We have to get that clean tuxedo. Okay, so here's what we're doing. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to load this other file. It's 9 in the morning. I'm going to take this tuxedo.
Someone's been through my desk.
I'm going to put it in here. Now it is not in our inventory, and it is not in the closet. Okay. Frankie's notepad. Right. I am too. I'm very confused. This game is hard hitting.
Ralph's not here to stop me.
And it, kind of...
I haven't...
it throws things at you really
Ralph's.
quickly.
Nothing in...
And it doesn't always give you time to process, and it doesn't always make sense. So...
Nothing...
So what I'm going to do... is I'm going to go through our files real quick, right? Okay. There we go. Nothing. Always nothing with you. Okay. So, now we have the raid roster, hair, fountain pen, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so because it's on the way and we don't want to backtrack, that will lose time. We're going to go to the barber.
Howdy, Mac.
Okay.
August.
Right.
Private invest. Tell me about.
I'm real.
Okay. We're gonna get a
You
shave.
don't know. Lady Fair in the 6th. Have a nice day, Scott.
Okay.
Mac is always worth a
Crud.
nickel. Most mornings my hands shake too much to hold a razor.
Right. I need to go back in there and give him the raid roster.
Howdy, Mac.
Hey, Scott.
Almost forgot. There we
The
go.
police are planning a group.
Okay. So that's taken care of.
All kinds of clothing.
Okay. Dang it, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm making mistakes. I could have done this more efficiently.
Someone.
What time is it? Okay. I think we're fine. I'm going to get the dress. We're gonna go back.
The red.
Clean this for me.
Quarter.
Okay, we got this. To the police station.
How you holding up?
Sent a car around to that warehouse.
Okay, we ask him about Ralph.
Tell me.
Sorry about Ralph.
Angela and Rob. What have you got on that?
I'll get it.
Okay. Evidence box.
Police report Mickey Murphy. Evidence like a piece of sharp.
There we go. He'll come back with the file.
It's an application for promotion for Officer Denton.
Wish we could like add our signature to that or give him like a good reference if anyone would care. Okay, this is absolutely what we're supposed to do and skip the donut because, I mean, 50 cents. And yeah, I'll see skipping the donut, even not going to max, we would have only had 55 cents. We'd still be down 45.
Here you go.
She was killed.
Okay.
Tell me about.
A window at street level.
Tell me.
I can tell
Tell me about.
there's a lot of low life.
Okay. To the newspaper office.
Back.
Let's
Copy.
go ahead and we will ask about
What have you?
Mickey.
6 dead.
So now we have that clue.
Copy.
Oh. Dang it, I moved out of the menu.
Copy.
Ask about Ralph.
What have you? Copy.
And
What
Randall.
have-
Okay, there we go. Now. Laundry ticket 10. Okay, here we go. Because here we have the opportunity. We are at her desk. We can make the mustache. We can put on some makeup. This is the moment of truth.
I can change it.
Let's see if this gets us the tuxedo. If it does, we're in business, and this is what we're supposed to do. Even though I feel like something else is still kind of up because I don't feel like we should have to actively circumvent the puzzle in this fashion by trying to throw the tuxedo away. But if this works, then like we're right. This is the way to go. If it doesn't work, I don't know what we're doing wrong, y'all.
20. That was a tuxedo. I don't need 2.
Damn it. Okay, so we didn't fool the game. It still knows that we have 2 tuxedos. And if we have it in the closet, if we have it in any of our inventories, including in the desk or whatever, like in storage, or if we have it at the launderer's, then he won't do it. He won't take the ticket and get the other one. So
Back. The office is.
the only other thing I can think of There. The only other thing I can think of is to take the tuxedo and go to the laundry, like I said, as early as possible. So maybe we can pick it up later the same day.
Someone's...
I feel like that's not going to work. This is kind of a Hail Mary. But let's see.
Ralph's not here.
Okay.
Let's see. Angela Donald was...
That was the only useful clue in there, so I can save some time by doing that. I guess the dress is not useful, so...
Yes.
Laundry. Cleaned and pressed.
Oh my god, okay. Okay. It worked.
Back.
Okay, we're in business.
Someone...
We are in business. Now the only thing that we need to do now is I'm going to go back to the newspaper. Okay. Okay, the newspaper office is closed, so we can't make our fake mustache because it's 5 o'clock. Shoot. I didn't think about that. We didn't do it while we were sitting there. Okay. This has been a heck of a stream. A lot of stuff has happened. We have bumbled around this mystery, and we found out a lot of things, but the game has fought us at every turn. On the one hand, I feel smart for figuring out a lot of what we did figure out, but I also feel kind of like... I feel kind of dumb because that's just the way some of the game's puzzles are designed. The dialogue and the acting and the story itself are pretty brilliant in this game, but the gameplay does leave something to be desired if I have a complaint. So, but we have a clear path forward now. Okay, this is a good place to end because this is a positive note. Because yes, I missed my window to make the fake mustache, but that's okay. Because now we know we can pick up the suit in the same day. I cannot believe we had to go through so many steps and so many different attempts to figure that out. And the game does not get off scot-free. See what I did there? For doing that to us. But we did figure it out, and I am glad that the game does have a built-in method to solve this puzzle, because I really was worried there for a second, you could probably hear it in my voice, that we were just gonna have to start over again and like not take Brewer's suit or something. So, but this works. So, we're gonna come back next Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is New York and Miami time here in the U.S. We are going to start this day over, as we just did. We are going to drop the suit off at the cleaners. We're going to make our circuit. We're going to give Mac the raid roster, take the tuxedo in, get our charcoal from the police station. We're going to go to the newspaper office, put on a fresh coat of makeup if we need one, and make our fake mustache. Then we're going to go back and pick up the suit. We're going to go to the club and get all of that stuff that we need, including that note about Periwig. We're going to take it to Gigi over at Jake's Joint, and we're going to hope, knock on wood, that that is going to unlock our next steps. So, we've got a whole week. Positive thoughts, good vibes, affirmations only. Folks, this is it. We are going to solve this puzzle. We are going to get through this day, and we will not get shot tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, it's election day here in the U.S., so please, 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 please get out and vote. If you have not already done so by absentee ballot or early voting, this might be the most important election of our lifetimes. Please, please get out and vote. And if you are on the fence about who to vote for, remember that the choice is between, like, you know, a runner-up in a race that we all wanted to go differently, and a literal Nazi. So, if you are an unregistered voter, 34% of you live in a state where you can actually register to vote on election day if you are not registered. So if you're a first-time voter, infrequent voter, if you're not registered, please double check whether your state, such as California, allows you to register on election day. Get that done. Go to the polls. Change our country for the better. All right, and I will see you back here for the next episode of The Dame Was Loaded on Monday. We will get through this. Don't fret. Don't stress. I'll see you next time. Thanks for bearing with me. Phew, some of these puzzles, man, I'm telling you what, if I didn't have y'all to back me up, I don't know what I would do. So, take care of yourselves, be safe, and as always, thanks for playing.